Max here. I want to share with you the time my mother tried to hook me up from her hospital bed. And no, I don't mean hook up with the machines. I mean hook up with the man. I'm realizing my whole family is comical, but that's okay. I'm here to share with you all. But before I get into her trying to hook me up, let me tell you about the other shenanigans that happened before that happened. I was living in another state and I was flying back and forth to check on her. This time she had just had a heart attack. At that time, she was suffering from COPD and had, her kidneys were only working 30%. I think that's what she was telling me. But this time, since she had a heart attack, I flew in town to, make sure everything's all right. And so she's in the hospital bed, tubes, everything. She's still in her right mind. When I get there, they were talking about she's getting ready to be transferred from the county hospital to her main hospital. Once she heard that, since she couldn't talk because of all the tubes, she started writing, well, the hospital has my wallet. Make sure you get my wallet before they transfer me. And so the nurses are saying, but we don't have your wallet. And my mom's writing, but it's in the safe. The lady took it and put it in the safe. This is what my mom's writing. And this nursing staff kept saying, we don't have the wallet. If the EMTs had the wallet, they usually leave it in the house. Even though my mother's fussing, because my mother was fussy, but she couldn't talk, so all she could do was write. I said, Mom, I'm gonna get your keys. I'm gonna go to the house and see if the wallet's there. My mother writes, don't eat the cookies. I'm like, what does that have to do with what do they say, the price of tea in China? I'm like, I'm not going to eat the cookies, because at that time I was much smaller and I was into fitness and whatnot until my second car accident. That'll be another story time. So I'm like, I'm not going to eat the cookies. And she writes again, don't eat the cookies, with the exclamation mark. I'm like, why can't I eat the cookies? She writes, Mary Jane. Now, for some of you young folks who may be watching, you may not be hip, but Mary Jane is marijuana. Or you may be hip since marijuana is all the rage right now. Y'all slow down on that, because it does slow down your brain cells. I don't care what they say. But anyway, that's neither here or there. As she writes Mary Jane, actually she put MJ, but I knew what that meant. Now, sometimes I'm the mother and she's the child. And I'm like, what do you need that for? She writes pain. I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so. I'm going to go to the house and see if the wallet's there. I get to the house, the wallet's there. I come back, and this time she is in the process of being transferred. And as she's getting on the gurney, her eyes are going like this. So I look over to see what she's looking at. And I'm like, well, yeah, he is fine. However, how am I supposed to talk to this man you hooked up to the bed and getting transferred? How would that look? The man would be like, oh, you selfish woman. How you gonna try to flirt with me while your mother's over here being transferred and got tubes and whatnot in what was the nose, mouth, throat, just a whole bunch of stuff. At the same time, well, sometimes I'm kind of shy. Well, no, I am shy until you get to know me, and then you're like, shut up. But what I could have said, you see what my mother's doing? She crazy, huh? That's what I should have said. Then that could have kind of evened it, because he was fine. Ergo, the reason for my thumbnail, he's a dark chocolate, and yeah. Anyway, not that I'm lusting, but I'm just saying he was fine. So she gets transferred. Me and my friend, I forgot to say my friend was with me. We go home. The next morning, I go to the main hospital where she is. By this time, the tubes are out. And she's her same self. She's like, yeah, that nurse was fine, wasn't he? I'm like, but Mom, how am I supposed to flirt with him and you over here half dead? How's that supposed to work? And she just laughed. I just know this. Your mother's always trying to take care of you no matter how old you are. I used to get upset in my 20s. She would say, this is my baby. But as I have grown older, I'm like, okay, that's who I am. Plus, I'm the only child, so I guess I will always be her baby. I do need to say this, my mom's no longer with us, but that's like the last memory I have of my mom, and at least it was comical. One of the last memory. I'll talk about the other memory the day before. Well, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, just know your mom is always trying to take care of you, even from their sick bed. I thank you for watching Dawnie to the Max. If you like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.